My madam, go away, boy. Go away. No.
President William Ruto is fighting for his job, but not in the campaign trail. Instead, his battle is unfolding in the quiet corridors of High Court. The question that the court has to determine is whether or not Kenyans can oust the president via a referendum. So, let me break it down. In August 2024, a group of 13 activists filed a constitutional case accusing President William Ruto of gross misconduct. They allege he has violated the constitution of over 30 times, from abusing power and making discriminatory appointments to deploying the military against an armed citizen during the Gen Z protests. So their prayer to the court, a referendum that would let Kenyans decide if Ruto should be fired midterm, but Ruto isn't going down without a fight. His legal team, led by senior counsel Fred Ngatia, argues that the petition is fatally flawed. They claim the constitution only allows impeachment through parliament, not via public referendum. So Ngatia asserts that suing the president by Article 143, meaning the case is simply not for the courts to date, yet the activists are undeterred. They argue that the parliament has become little more than a puppet for the presidency, citing last year's protest during which President Ruto deployed the KDF to suppress the Gen Z. They also say that people should have the final say. Their lawyer Kibe Mungai insists that this isn't about the courts ousting Ruto. It's about declaring its constitutional violation so that a referendum can let the people file. So here's where it gets a little bit tricky. The constitution doesn't explicitly allow for president to be removed from the office by referendum. So impeachment is a parliamentary process, not a judicial alone. Ruto's legal team is fighting to ensure that only parliament can initiate impeachment, reinforcing the rule of law. They argue that this petition oversteps the constitutional boundaries and risk setting a dangerous precedent. So here's what Ruto's lawyer told the court. I request you to hold and find this was a dangerous pastime. They had a day in a court and it should come to an end. So the High Court is expected to deliver its verdict on May 22nd. If the judges rule in favor of Ruto's legal team, it will confirm that the impeachment can only be handled by parliament. But if the activists prevail, it could open the door to a referendum, a move that would radically alter the balances of power. So this could mean that the country could head into early election, even though at the moment we have no IBC. So the petitioners contend that if the High Court rules in favor of the Constitution, demands the referendum to be held under their interpretation. Once the court declares Ruto actions unconstitutional, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IBC, must conduct a referendum within 90 days. This strict timeline is designed to ensure that the swift accountability and prevent a prolonged leadership vacuum. In the end, this legal battle isn't just about one man. It's about who truly hold the power in Kenya. The people, the courts, or the president. So, like the presidential petition that overturned former President Uhuru Kenyatta's election in 2017, this case has the potential to create a new president that will be used not only in Kenya, but in Commonwealth countries in Africa. Before the Gen Z demonstration, Ruto had vowed that he will never work with any opposition leader because there's no Nusumukate, there's no government of handshakes. So he was straightforward, like he will never work with the opposition leader. But after the demonstration by the Gen Z, we saw that Raila's people joining the government, the likes of Joho, Mbadi, and everyone. So we saw that he welcomed the opposition leaders to his government. He turned down because of these cases in court, because the 13 activists said that he violated the constitution by allowing KDF to take over the protests and so on. So I think he's working with the government so that when the case is ruled over him or under him, he has like his people to defend him, in parliament. So this is going to be an interesting story. Recently, we've seen they signed up a petition, for working together with the government at the KICC, and then all of a sudden Ruto is campaigning for 2027. He's promising people a lot of stuff. So there's a lot going on. So in the near future, we're going to see a lot of things. And then he also supported Raila for his AU bid. He was going around with Raila, moving from one country to another, trying to get some votes for Raila. But eventually, something happened. The Congo-Rwanda unrest. Ruto had to come in for peace talks and everything, and then other countries saw that maybe Ruto is defending another country is defending another country, and then there was a lot of chaos, which saw that Baba, the Addis Ababa, not winning the AU seat. But it's a sort of another day. So there's a lot going on in this country. Right now, Ruto is busy campaigning for the 2027, promising people about this one. People have nicknamed Ruto a lot of nicknames. Now he's called El Chapo because of the remarks he made about chapati recently. 1 million chapatis. It's so easy to talk, but in real life, making 1 million chapatis for school students, I think it's hard. So there's a lot going on in this country. People feel like economy is doing good. Others feel that the economy is not doing good. The dollar has been constant, like from 100 to 60 to, I think right now is around 120 Kenya shillings. It has been constant for like a month. It has never happened like that. So there's a lot going on in this country. This country is moving forward. We don't know whether we are in the right direction or the wrong direction. People are feeling defeated. Other people are sleeping hungry. Others have more food. Others, a lot is going on. Now the opposition has joined the government. We don't know who are the opposition in this government, who going to be fighting for our rights. Before, the opposition leader used to fight for our rights, like when the government is going astray, you say that this one is and this one is not good, people should love this and this. But for now, I don't think that we have someone who can fight for our rights in this country. Everyone is fighting for their stomach, yeah? So this is Kenya. Right now, the IEBC is not into place. There's no like the commissions who can conduct elections or by-elections or referendum. So imagine if the High Court rules against the government or rules against the 13 petitioners. How are we gonna handle the situation? So we find that as a country, we are moving in the wrong direction. It's too early for elections, but you find that our president is all over the country, over the roof of their cars, promising people things that will never happen, promising kids 1 billion chapatis. So we don't know how the story will unfold. So I'm going to see you in the next video. Subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.